get the fuck on my space. Replacements on the way, please don't pay. Pussy spin like a great escape.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to BK's Kingdom. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Baddies USA Season 2 Episode 1. Now, I never thought I'd be back here in this predicament. You know, I was really over Baddies and over Now That's TV in general because, yeah, it just gets tiring. It gets draining. The same fight, same drama, no storyline. Everyone's brawling for a piece of pizza or to be in first place in line at the club. You know, it's just always something ridiculous. And my soul just couldn't take it anymore. But I thought, you know, Baddies USA Season 2 came out. What is it? Baddies USA Chapter 2 Season 2. Y'all already know what it is. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try. And so far, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty entertained. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you my opinions on the episode. Okay, so we're gonna start with episode 1, Home of the Brave. Home of the Brave. So first, it starts with an extremely long intro. Like, it's basically showing all the fights that are gonna occur in future episodes. But I'm like, that shit was way too long. That was like 3-4 minutes. Like, y'all damn near spoiled the whole show. Just like when they show a movie trailer, but they show damn near the whole movie, including the ending in the movie trailer. It's like, you could have kept that. You could have kept that. Now we know what to expect. We know what's gonna happen. So I'm okay. It was way too long. I was waiting for the episode to actually start. Too much foreshadowing. Okay, next. Oh, why is this starting to look more like Now That's TV? You know, they were always scrapping on Baddies, but you know, they kept it cute, right? A few of them will fight, beat each other up, but then they would go to the club, do other things. You know, now it seems like every single episode they just fighting, and the fights are getting nasty. Security is interfering a lot less. There's a lot more blood, a lot more knots on the face and black eyes. Like, it's really starting to look like Now That's TV. As soon as I see them start squaring up with swim caps on and oiled up, oh, it's a wrap. They basically gonna be the same two network, because y'all remember in Now That's TV, that's what they do. Oiled up, swim caps on, ready to rumble. Baddies is not too far behind from them. I'm not gonna lie, they're not too far behind. Next, who doesn't belong? And I came to this conclusion as they were showing all the different girls in the intro. First off, Biggie. I think Biggie needs to be on another type of show where she could showcase her personality, because this violent and chaotic environment is just not for her. It's not for her. And even if you can't fight, you have to get up in there, and you can't be scared to get up in there. Biggie be ducking and dodging, scared, running around screaming like Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's just like, no, she needs to be on another show. She has a great personality, though. Great personality. The music is very catchy as well. I just don't think this is the show for her. Next, Baddies. I also believe that Baddies needs to be on another type of show. Maybe like Love Island or another type of reality TV show where we get to see more of her personality. You know, Baddies is also just bringing her down as well. She don't need to be up on Baddies at all. Next, TT. I didn't like TT on the cabaret. She was just a big old bully. Did not like TT at all. The personality, the vibe, no. Should have got somebody else up in there. Next, Tinkerbella. And also, I was saying this same thing on my old review. She does not, when she first stepped on the scene, I really liked her. You know, charisma, personality on 10, would get in the paint with whoever. But over time, she just became annoying, like a background character. You know, she was trying to do whatever she needed to do to solidify her spot on the show. That's exactly why I believe she made Natalie her godmom. She made Natalie her godmom to her baby just to solidify her spot on the show. It's like, girl, it's time for you to branch out and do something else. Maybe a Tubi movie, maybe something on BET, but she's just not. no, it's not what it used to be. And she also was starting to be a bully too as well. Not making sense, doing whatever she needed to do to get some camera time. No, Tinkerbella, no. I used to really like you. But I think you need to be on another type of show. Maybe put her on Now That's TV and see how she does over there. Next, Tavy Baby. Same type of formula, you know. I really did enjoy her personality at first, and then I also enjoyed how she was pretty fearless and would get in there with anybody as well. But then I'm just like, girl, like, you doing whatever you can to try to get this baddie chain. Like, it's just not doing whatever you can to get some camera time. Like, girl, you don't have to do that. I remember one of them previous seasons, the way she was going off on Cole, killing all of them in the kitchen, just throwing stuff, picking fights, going back and forth with LZ, knowing damn well LZ can't fight nobody. It was just, no, y'all need to go on another show, do something. Mariah Lynn, the international superstar. International where? Why she keep calling herself an international superstar? I will give her props for getting in there, because she is fearless. I remember, was it Baddies Caribbean where she fought Asian Doll like 6 times? I was like, damn, Mariah, please stop. Mariah, she's taking your head off. Please, help her, please. But she wasn't scared, and she kept getting up in there. But that's it. And she want to be Tasiki's lap dog because she don't want Tasiki to beat her up. That's what it really is. Like, she attached herself to who she knows is a heavy hitter, so they don't heavy hit her in her head. That's what it really is. It's just, Mariah, I've been seeing you since Love and Hip Hop, right? I've been knowing you since that song, Once Upon a Time Not Long Ago I Was a Hoe, right? Has she had another hit since that song? I don't know. But no, she needs to get off that show. Bad Dolly. Just taking up space. Not showcasing nothing. No personality. Just there ready to rumble. And she kind of like fades in the background. Like, the reason why I was in first, when she first stepped on the scene, yes, I remember I was paying attention to her because the way she was beating people up during the audition. But then again, she did have rings on. But still, even without the ring, she really has those hands. But I realized I was only paying attention to her because she was in the trio with Lex and Summer. You know, Summer, big personality. Lex stood out as well. You know, she became a heavy hitter, then eventually became a bully. But we're going to get to that later. And it's just like Bad Dolly, just you take her out the group, it's like she's just there. Maybe, I don't know, another type of show might be necessary, or you just find a new path. Last but not least, Tasiki. Don't understand why she's on the show. Y'all need to bring someone on the show that has the same type of experience as Tasiki. Y'all need to bring someone on the show that has the same level of hands as Tasiki. Because y'all keep bringing these girls that can't take her. They're street fighters. She's a trained fighter. There's a difference. Bring another trained fighter on there that's on her level, and I want to see them rumble. Why haven't y'all done that yet? Y'all better do that this season, but I don't think they are. At least do it the next season, please, because it's ridiculous. Because she walking around like she the big dog. You fighting a bunch of street fighters and you're trained. Bring somebody else up in there that's trained and on her level. I bet you they get it done. Bring Billy from Now That's TV. I bet you she get it done. She'll get it done. Okay, now let's get into the show. All right. First stop, they're in LA. All right. LA, baby. Yeah. and the song playing Big One. I'm like, okay, this song's catchy. Okay, Natalie talking about doing her big one. This culture vulture. Mark my words. When this baddie shit is done, she going back to being a suburban white girl. Y'all don't remember when she was on Bad Girls Club calling all the black people monkeys and, oh, you let black people up in your club and gorilla nose. Y'all don't remember all that? I remember that. That's who she is to her core, and that's not gonna change. Mind you, she also is a sociology major, so she knows how to be around people she does not like. She knows how to get up in that brain and manipulate. Okay, she knows how to persuade the crowd. She knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing, and we're gonna get into that later on as well. But Miss Natalie Nunn, no. This is all, no, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's utilizing these black girls, or mainly black women, for profit, for the bag. And as soon as she's done and the money is elsewhere, and there's a bigger bag elsewhere that doesn't involve the black people, she's going for it. She's going for it. And then when we all call her out on it, like, oh, what happened? What happened? You had the bust down, the color wigs, your Bay Area. She's not from the Bay. You're not from the Bay. You're a liar. Real Bay, bitch. Girl, what? You're not from the Bay. Watch. All that shit's gonna go out the window. She's like, oh, what? I was just acting. I was just playing a role. Like, you know, like I had to do what I had to do. Watch. That Valley girl's still deep inside. And I bet you when she get around her white friends, that Valley girl come out. We just don't see it. All we see is this baddie's persona. It's exactly what it is. A persona. Next. Oh, and I put that in my notes. Culture vulture. Exactly what she is. Half-breed culture vulture. She is. She don't like none of them black women. She really doesn't. She's just there for the money. She's there for the money. Just like a lot of celebrities where they dibble and dabble in black culture to catapult their careers. And then as soon as they wash their hands with the black people, they move on to something else and act like that was just in their past. Thank you. Okay. Diamond, Co-Killer, then Bahati, right? They're all walking in. They're all getting their intro. Okay, cool, whatever. Followed by Showgirl Neek. Okay, so we're finding out Killa, Rican, and Fauna ain't a trio anymore. And Killa said it was because of K-Rican. Killa and K-Rican, Killa and Fauna are still friends, but they fell out with K-Rican because she went to the internet and was like doing some weird stuff because I guess she felt like the two girls didn't have her back, so she put them on blast on the internet, and they called her out for that. They're like, what? You have our number, K-Rican. You have Fauna's number. You have Co-Killer's number. If you had an issue, why didn't you just text your friends and hit them up? But you went straight to the internet. And she admitted that she was wrong for that because she comes in later. They all sit down and chit chat. She admitted that she was wrong for that and that she was just, you know, reacting emotionally, that's all. But I'm like, girl, what? Y'all been friends for that damn long. Like, you could have just called them up. And that was my friend, and my friend did that after we have a established relationship. There wouldn't be a relationship no more. I'm not forgiving that. Like, no, like, we'll be cordial, but you need to stay over there. Like, no, you made your bed, now lay in it. No shade. Like, especially if it was really, like, we saw they were a trio. They were cool. They were kicking it. Like, no, if we was really cool like that, and you gonna turn around and try to put me on blast on the internet, knowing how people be on the internet, no, can't come back from that. Especially as a grown adult, can't come back from that. And they really be popping it, but the hands don't be backing it up. No shade. Because Co-Killer was like, if you play, you lay. But I think some of you bitches know that. Girl, what? I'm going to give her props because she do get in there. I'm not even going to lie. Even if she lose, she gets up in there. And she's not afraid. I'm not afraid. She's not afraid. She going to get up in there and do it every time. Next, Bahati. Right? Bahati's chit-chatting. And she's saying, you know, oh, it's on site if it needs to be, you know, if they want to talk, we could talk. It just depends on what they're on. And she's talking about her Baddies Gone Wild girls because she's going to be linking up with them. Okay, and Nika is excited to see the Cabaret girls. So each little squad's going to be linking up, apparently. The Cabaret girls, Baddies Gone Wild, the original Baddies, you know, from their show. Each group is linking up from their own show, which is nice. I think that's smart, but for having them all just mixed together in the beginning, I think that's a really good idea to have them meet individually. Okay, let's see what's next here. Let's see. No, Cole Killer. Oh, I don't like that she said Tavy is a man. The masculinization of darker skinned women, y'all love to do that. When it comes to darker skinned women, y'all love to say that they look like men, and you know, especially if their body type is not what y'all it's not what y'all depict to be a typical, you know, feminine body type. You know, if they have a more, as y'all say, this is y'all words, not mine, if they have a more masculine build apparently, but really they could just be toned. You know, y'all are quick to say that they're masculine, they're this, they're that, they're dark skin. And I didn't like all them dark skin comments. Burnt this, black bitch. Like, what? So much ignorance within the black community, so much ignorance, so much buffoonery, colorism. Are y'all serious? Like, no. And y'all stay doing that to the dark skins. I'm gonna ride for the dark skins. I don't care. Y'all stay doing that to the darker skins. No shade. The light skins be getting away with murder. I'm sick of it. Thank you. And she was justifying why her and Fauna or whoever jumped Tavy. Like, oh, we jumped her because that's a man. You know, she's strong and that's a man. So both of us have to get up in there. Girl, ignorance, a fool. That really put a bad taste in my mouth. It really did. All right, next up, this part was a little interesting to me. So Natalie and Rolly visit Scotty and her new baby. I'm like, Scotty, why did you have a baby with that man? After, when she was pregnant, didn't he start cheating again? Allegedly, not confirmed, allegedly. But it just didn't make sense. Like, Scotty, why would you do that, right? Just because you get with a man that got money doesn't mean he gonna stick around, and doesn't mean he gonna keep sharing that money with you. And if he does, you really got to do some strange things to keep that change coming in. Like, what? You're gonna have a baby with Lemur? King Julius from Madagascar? Are you serious, Scotty? Like, Scotty, you could have picked somebody better. I wish, you know, I still wish the best for her, and I hope you don't leave her or drag her through the mud, or we don't know what's already happened in the relationship. We really don't know what's going on. But I hope everything just, you know, works out for her, because this is just what? Is there a ring? What's going on? Are you going to be getting some of his assets? Like, are you tied to his businesses? Do you get 50%? Like, girl, like, do you get something? I hope so. I hope you played your cards right, Scotty. I really, really do. Okay, so let's continue. So Lemert brings out the baby, and Natalie and Rolly are like, oh, so cute. And I'm really hoping Scotty just sticks to taking care of the baby and she's not fighting. I really hope she's not fighting. Like, girl, just keep taking care of your baby, stay out of the drama. And I hope she just keeps it that way, because I don't want to see Scotty fight nobody no more. Like, I'm kind of getting over that. Like, Scotty, you ain't got to fight nobody. It's okay. Everybody's not really a fighter. It's all right. So this part was weird, because I'm like, girl, what about Natalie? Scotty's holding her baby and narc Natalie, because she's a she's a narcissist. Narce Natalie. says how Scotty was disrespectful to her during pregnancy. Girl, maybe because I'm pregnant, maybe because I'm carrying a baby, you know, I'm having mood swings, I'm in pain, the baby kicking, you know, I'm having morning sickness, like, you know, maybe there's a reason to this. And why do you choose to bring that up now and you're in front of my baby? Like, don't bring this drama to my child. My child's ears don't need to hear this mess. We could have had a separate conversation on the phone. You know, we could have, I could have told Leonard to watch the baby, and, you know, we go out for lunch or something and we talk it out. But why are you trying to bring this up while I'm holding my child, my newborn? Really? I thought that was very strange. But of course, just like the rest of them, Natalie's gonna do what she needs to do to get that storyline, get some camera time, get the ratings up, you know. But that part made me mad. I was like, girl, don't bring that drama around my baby. Are you for real? No. And it's like, you got your nerve. Narsnat was a shitty friend before the pregnancy. Y'all remember how she was doing Scotty, always talking crazy to her, disrespecting her. When they were ordering food, Natalie got mad because Scotty ordered an extra piece of chicken. Girl, what? It's not that serious. That time where Natalie put her hands on Scotty and Scotty was crying and Rolly was like, girl, that's not your fucking friend. Like, you beat the fuck up. Come on now. What about all that? And when all that got called out, Natalie, no apology, no accountability, because she's a narcissist. That's why. That's why. And a hit dog on holla because Natalie off rip says she's not jealous of Scotty or her relationship with Lemmy. First of all, that wasn't even a part of the conversation. Nobody said nothing about you being jealous. Nobody said nothing about nothing. You brought that up on your own, babes, because you are jealous. And we knew you were jealous because the way Scotty just popped up with Lemmy and he started showing her this lavish lifestyle, gave her all these gifts, like, and he did it quickly with, hey, she got with the CEO. She did do something that the rest of y'all couldn't do. No shade. Well, allegedly, a few of the other ones were sleeping with the CEO, Leonard, as well. Allegedly. I'm not gonna say no names. Anna, allegedly. Tommy, allegedly. But you know, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm really not. But Scotty, you know, she does have the highest position out of all of them. And we peeped the jealousy. We knew Natalie was mad. We knew she was mad. We knew she was jealous. You could tell by the way you were treating your friend, Natalie. So please, the pot is calling the kettle black. Are you for real? Weird. Okay, so next, let's see. Oh, and this is how you know she was trying to remind Scotty where she came from, and like, oh well, you wouldn't have even known him if it wasn't for me. Like, girl, you're jealous, you're mad, and what are you jealous for? You have a whole life of your own. You got your own man, you got your own kid, you got your own life. So why are you looking at Scotty? I'm pretty sure I clocked that in one of my previous reviews saying how Natalie is definitely jealous of Scotty because she is, bruh. It may not be as prevalent, you know, the jealousy may not be as strong now, but no, Natalie definitely gave jealous. And Scotty even said it. Scotty was like, you treat me like, this girl is so annoying. I hate her so much. She's just so nasty. She makes me sick. But that's supposed to be your friend. That's your friend. You said that y'all were friends, but the way you were treating her was like an enemy. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's exactly what Natalie did. Duh. And then here comes Rolly trying to be the peacemaking mammy. Ooh. Sorry. You know that family member that try to just make everybody kumbaya and stick together even though they need to separate just for the sake of having the family? That's what Rolly was giving. I'm like, Rolly, please. If that's the case, how about you and Slim make up? Oh, If that's the case, how about you and Slim makeup? Yeah, y'all know what happened there. Anyways, I disagree too. Rolly, like Natalie and Scotty, they do not need to make up and be friends. They need to just go their separate ways. If I was Scotty, I wouldn't have even let Natalie see the baby. Honestly, I wouldn't have. I'm like, girl, what's done is done. Especially since Natalie put her hands on Scotty like unprovoked. Like Scotty wasn't antagonizing her. Like Scotty ain't push her. Natalie just started swinging on her because that's how high her level of hatred and jealousy was for Scotty. Just started hitting on her. And when Scotty was crying and just in distraught, in the aftermath, Natalie didn't try to come back and console her, be like, girl, you know, I was so messed up for that. Like, no. And as soon as you're my friend and you put your hands on me, it's over. We're not friends no more, babes. We're not friends no more. Duh. Why do y'all keep doing that? You should not be friends with someone who just knocked the Mario coins at your head. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Sonic rings flying everywhere. Just tore you up, tore you through the frame. You shouldn't do that. Or you tear your friend through the frame. No, y'all need to separate. Duh. And Rolly, oh, I didn't like this part. Making comments about people's body like that, Rolly. Like, you should be the last one talking. You had that surgery awake. You had that surgery awake in that warm ass room. Germs everywhere. Infection could easily spread. Like, girl, what? We saw what you was looking like. No shade. So you want to say Scotty a toothpick and now she got a badonkadonk? Like, girl, that's not a compliment. You could have just said I got a badonkadonk. A badonkadonk. You didn't have to say that I was the toothpick before. Like, you ain't got to say that. And it's like, girl, you shouldn't be talking about nobody's body. You was wrapped up in saran wrap like some leftovers. Just, ooh, I'm not gonna go too hard on you, but it's like, Rolly, please, jealous. And Scotty always looked good. Like, Scotty always had a nice body. That's why her name was Scotty with the body. Like, what? Y'all need to leave Scotty alone, and Scotty need to leave y'all alone. That's what really need to happen. All right, after that, Natalie calls Tommy up, and Tommy, you know, she's on the toilet. I don't know why we need to know that, but Tommy FaceTimes Natalie, Rolly and them on the toilet, and Natalie says to Tommy that she's to meet with Ciroc. That's the girl who Tommy paid Ciroc to beat up Biggie at the club. She like literally found her on the streets. Literally found this girl on the street and was like, oh, can you beat up Biggie for me? Like, I'm tired of this hoe. Can you beat her up for me? I'm like, Tommy, you supposedly know people. Why didn't you just get one of your homegirls or someone else to do it? Like, you had to get a stranger off the street. What happened to them connections, babes? Okay, next. Oh, y'all remember that backfired because she went after Biggie and then all the girls, the baddies, jumped Ciroc. They did. They got their lick back for Biggie. I did enjoy that, seeing them stick together. I didn't see that episode, but I saw clips of it online. Okay, long story short, Ciroc and Tommy couldn't talk it out. Tommy's like, oh, I only came here because I thought I was getting an apology. You know, girl, why would she do that? You paid her to fight for you. If anything, you have to rectify the situation. There's a lot of things that you need to explain. Are you serious? Are you serious? But Tommy's a narcissist like Natalie, and both of them be dodging accountability like they dodge in the IRS. Just dodging. Okay, and this is the part where I feel like Ciroc should have got her. Ciroc shouldn't have been like, okay, you don't want to apologize, you don't want to have no accountability for your actions. She should have just beat her up at the table. But no, she let Tommy walk away. And as you know, she's like, ooh, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. And Tommy's like, oh, slap me now. But mind you, she's saying that she's all the way down to the car. Girl, what? So Ciroc goes down to the car And she walks past this one girl, which is Tommy's friend that's by the car. She's like, oh, ma'am. She's like, move out the way. Like, you know, I ain't got a problem with you. The lady moves out the way, but then sneaks Ciroc. I'm like, girl, what did you expect? Keep your eyes open. Keep that head on a swivel. They started fighting, but it was a tie. Like, to me, that looked like a tie. It was a tie. Like, Ciroc ain't whoop her. And then another girl comes around the corner that's also in the car, right? And tries to fight Ciroc as well. And then Tommy rolls down the window. I'm injured and I'm grown. I'm injured and I'm grown. You're grown, but you couldn't hold yourself accountable for your actions and admit how you just paid that girl off the street and how you just let her get jumped and you didn't intervene and try to stop it at all. Like, please, Tommy, please. Tommy, please. So that's dead. That's done. Okay, cool. After that, Ivory gets introduced and E.T. Great, cool, wonderful. All right. Next, the baddies gone wild meet. First is Daisy and Bahati. Ooh. This made me a little nervous because I remember how Daisy scalped Bahati, ripped her braids, her real hair. Daisy ripped her real hair out of her head. Daisy ripped Bahati's real hair out of her head. She really did that. And then Bahati had to shave her head bald. And she still looked good bald. And them hoes was mad. Like, no matter what hairstyle she have, she gonna eat it up. If them hoes went bald, they're gonna look like Lil Bill. They're gonna look like Cynthia from Rugrats. They was mad that Bahati ate up that bald cut. It was giving Wakanda. Wakanda forever. She looked good. Anyways, Daisy's like, oh, why did you post my house online? And Bahati's like, your house? This is your house? She's like, yep, I have the receipts right here. Yep. And Daisy's being surprisingly calm. I thought she would have just bopped her. But Daisy is really, you know, she's being calm. She's being cool and collected. She's saying how her house caught on, someone set her house on fire. And she was like, why would you do that? Because, you know, my kids live here as well. You know, you're jeopardizing their safety, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and as they're talking, Hurricane M and TT come. Oh, God. After that, they're still bickering. Daisy and Bahati are still bickering. So Daisy's like, oh, you don't know how it is because you don't have your daughter. Oof. Oof. Your mom takes care of your daughter. Oof. Whoa. And Bahati says, you don't have no money for the baby. Oh, shit. Because y'all remember at the reunion, that one lady in the crowd was like, no money for the baby. And Daisy was mad. She's like, bitch, who ain't got no money for the baby? Who said that? Who said that? So honestly, when Bahati said, you ain't got no money for your baby, I thought they was gonna start rumbling, but she took it on the chin. Daisy took it on the chin and didn't fight back. Because girl, yeah, you start talking about her daughter first, so now she's getting on you. She's getting on you. And I don't know what happened with their house. Like, did someone set your house on fire? Did it burn down? You know, was it just a corner of the house on fire and you got it repaired? Like, what's going on there? Anyways, Hurricane M comes out, like I said. And, so Daisy and Bahati are just talking in circles. So Hurricane M talks to Bahati and was like, oh, you remember how you jumped me at the reunion, at the Baddies Gone Wild reunion? So they fight 3 rounds and it's a tie each round. A tie. Not much happening there, right? And as they're scrapping whatever, Daisy left. Like, after her back and forth with Bahati, she's like, okay, this ain't going nowhere. And she left. I'm like, okay, growth. A little growth with that one. Because I really thought she was gonna start fighting Bahati, but I'm like, okay, Daisy. Maybe production or someone talked to her, told her to chill out or something. Because, yeah. After that, pressure. So the Now That's TV girls link up. It's Diamond the Body, Pressure, E.T., Ivory. Okay, Pressure walks in, you know, real organic. I love when she say that. I love her lingo. Pressure walks in and she gets jumped by E.T. and Ivory. Yikes. I understand Ivory's, you know, tension with Pressure, but E.T., I felt like you just wanted to get a storyline. You just wanted to jump Pressure because Ivory was doing it. You know, you was just doing it for the plot. Like, you didn't have no real issue with her. That's what I really feel like. Pressure and Ivory fight solo after that. Okay, and Pressure kind of keep it up, but it's the way Pressure be swinging. Like, if Pressure just worked on her form, you know, her stance, like, I really feel like she could have hits hard enough that could just back Ivory up, because she does have that height advantage. But Pressure just don't be swinging right at all. And then she slip on the floor like a slip and slide, round 2. And as she slip on the floor, Ivory tries to hit her with that uppercut. Luckily, it didn't land hard, because if that shit landed, oh my God, Pressure would have been slumped. Pressure would have been slumped, babes. Round 3, tie. Round 4, Ivory got it because Pressure is swinging slow. Like, I don't know if she's tired. I don't know what's going on, but she wasn't winning that one. Round 5, Diamond fights Pressure. E.T. fights Pressure. They all jump Pressure. Diamond jumps in because I guess Pressure says something about Ivory's dad. But I'm like, Diamond, you don't need to jump in. You don't need to jump in. Let Ivory get that. Ivory can fight all by herself. Y'all do not need to jump in to help no Ivory. Ivory just let y'all do that because she don't like Pressure. Because Pressure be popping it. But oh well, you dealing with someone that's popping it, you got to be able to pop it back. Duh. Get real creative with that wordplay. Hit them where it hurts. Hit them low. Duh. No shade. You letting her get under your skin, and now you ready to thump. Now you ready to fight. How about you say something that she can't handle? Duh. Because they admitted it. Every time they fight her, she not gonna shut up. It really remind me of Summer, like, because Summer also pops it to the max, and every time they fought her, she never shut up. If anything, even if she was beat up, she still kept popping it. And Pressure's the same way. Like, you can't shut her up. Like, you just gonna have to sit there and take it. You can't shut her up. You gonna have to beat her at her own game and get better with that wordplay. That's what I think. Okay. Next caller. They keep jumping Pressure. I'm like, damn Pressure. Call a lifeline. Call Batman. Call someone. Do something. Put the signal in the sky. Call help. Get some help. Get some back up. Please. And honestly, no, I'm not gonna bring that up. Okay, next, Natalie and Rolly meet the trios in the house, and from the little glimpses I see, I'm like, okay, the house looks real nice, because y'all remember how a lot of them houses on Baddies used to look raggedy, like a raggedy Airbnb. Like, they just was looking real run down. I'm like, is this a haunted house? Is this a horror house? Or is something for to jump out at me? Like, it just looked real rundown, real low budget. So I'm glad they upgraded, you know, in that department. Okay. And this is where Natalie's sociology major, you know, creeps in. Natalie puts pictures of the trios around the house. Also, when the trio walks in, and if they're no longer a trio, they're gonna see pictures of them hugged up from the past or fighting each other from the past. It's all psychological warfare. And the fact that she put those pictures in and she's acting all surprised. Oh, what? Who put these pictures here? Who did this? Trying to act clueless. Weaponized incompetence. Weaponized incompetence is what she utilizes to the max. Girl, throwing that rock, hiding your hand. That's that white side coming out, babes. That's what it really is. That's your colonizer coming out. Embracing your colonizer. Because, girl, what? We know that was your idea. No, this whole show was your idea. Nobody else would have thought of that. putting pictures around the house of the trios to try to spark emotions, spark tension, maybe they'll reminisce on their past with one another. I'm like, that's very clever. Very clever, Natalie. All right, Mariah and Tasiki come. Oh, boring. I already told y'all, Mariah, I don't know why you're here. Tasiki, I don't know why you're here either. Like, it's one thing if she's not fighting no one, but she's giving personality. She's not really even giving personality. She's not. There's no entertainment. Krishan is more entertaining than her. So my thing is, like, Tasiki, get off the show. If she's gonna stay on the show, they need to bring someone that's on her level of skill so we can see them fights. Okay, it's gonna be like Godzilla versus King Kong. That's what I want to see. Kane versus Big Show. That's what I want to see. Two heavy hitters just going at it. Two semi trucks just ram it into each other. That's what I want to see. Okay. After Mariah after Mariah and Tasiki come, Biggie come in, she all happy, she hugging everybody, whatever. Because y'all remember Biggie went off on Tasiki because, okay, I understand Biggie's point though. Like, you gonna hug a girl that just tried to slap me in my face? Are you serious? You gonna hug a girl that was beating up on me or tried to, and we're supposed to be friends? That would piss me off too. Like, there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty there. I'd be mad too. Like, girl, what are you hugging her for? She tried to slap the dentures out my mouth. What is you hugging her for? No. And it was Lex. No. And Tasiki was just not owning up to it. She was not owning up to it. She's like, oh, well, I'm grown. What y'all got going on has nothing to do with me. Okay, but y'all love to say that. However, if the shoe was on the other foot and if Biggie was kicking it with someone that gut punched you, Tasiki, you'd be real mad. Y'all remember when Krishan made those comments about Tasiki, about how allegedly Tasiki was in on Krishan? What if everyone started kicking it with Krishan right after she said that about you? Right? When you were saying you would when you were saying you would sue Krishan for defamation of character, what if they all started kicking it and partying with Krishan after she said that about you? You're saying you wouldn't feel a type of way? You're a liar. You're just treating Biggie like that because you don't really rock with her like that, and she's gonna just take that type of disrespect and stay around because she's desperate for a community. That's what it really is. Next, Lex, Dolly, and Summer link up. Long story short, their trio is done. They can't rekindle. They said the damage is done. We already fought. There's just no turning back. It's over and done with. And then Dolly ran up on Summer, which was so weird, so uncalled for. If anything, I was expecting, well, not Lex because they already fought. Oh, that was the real messy part when Dolly, Lex, and Summer sit down and Natalie put up the picture of Lex hitting Summer with that ground and pound when her face was all bloody. Like, she knew what she was doing when she put that picture in the room. Messy mamas. She knew what she was doing. So Dolly run up on Summer for a storyline because that was uncalled for. Summer wasn't even popping it like that. Like, she wasn't popping shit like that. They were just talking, and Summer said she was done with them, and then Dolly ran up. Girl, you had no reason to do that because you was making it seem like you was calm, cool, and collected, and like you wasn't even fit to be on that with Summer. And why is y'all see her fighting skills? It's one thing if you ran up on her and Summer said, oh, like, Dolly, I'm gonna slap you, I'm a gut punch you, I'm gonna drop kick you, I'm gonna hit you with an RKO. Then I understand you running up on her, but like, she didn't even say nothing to you that called for that. That was so uncalled for. You just did that just because. Like, why is y'all fighting people who ain't got the same level of skill as you? What? You wouldn't even run up on Ivory like that, but you gonna run up on Summer like that? Girl, please sit it down. And plus, you said you were over it, Dolly. It doesn't look like you're over it. It's like, what? Y'all talking about Summer bringing up the past, but you still trying to fight Summer. You're not over it. All right. Even with this being an intro, it was good. It was entertaining. I did enjoy it. I did. I was like, ooh. And there was a lot of fights already just to kick it off. Wow. Wow. And it was the subtle things, you know, the having each group meet up individually and try to hash out their issues. I thought that was a nice little points, right? Having the girls gone wild, the baddies gone wild, girls gone wild, baddies gone wild, the cabaret girls, you know, having each little group link up. I thought that was clever. Natalie putting the pictures of each trio into the room was very clever, right? So the girls walk in, see the pictures of girls who they no longer mess with, or she put in a frame a moment where the girl did you dirty and snaked you. Like, you know, maybe that's going to trigger some emotions. Maybe that's going to rile them up and make them want to fight. Natalie know exactly what she's doing. The conversation between Natalie and Scott, that was interesting too, you know. But like I said, I would have told her, look here, Scream. Look here, Crimson Chin. Don't bring that mess around my baby. That's what I would have said. I'm holding my baby and you trying to talk about some old shit that don't even matter when I was pregnant? Are you serious? No. Hang it up, flat screen. That's the end of this one, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Mana do 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 do. Mana do 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 do. Mana do 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 do. Bye.